Well, snow's here, and it's time to show you a battery-operated snowblower. Welcome back to techgooch, ladies and gentlemen. This is a review that kind of, within the last week, kind of came to fruition. So I've been talking about getting an electric snowblower for actually years now. And, well, this year I was on Amazon. It was just after Black Friday, and they had this guy down to 189 bucks. And it's a battery operated, so it comes with a single, here we go. I think it's a 4 amp hour battery. Yep, 40 volt, 4 amp hour battery. You can get, I think, larger ones too. And I didn't want to buy more batteries because, well, I don't know how well this is going to work. It has a light attached to it even. But I got it in the mail 2 days ago, sorry, and yesterday it started snowing. It's almost like it was meant to be. So, I haven't tried it, so this is going to be a first time use scenario review-esque, more first impressions, see how I like it, and then maybe I'll come back to this later in the video. So, let's start it up. Let's see what happens. I will say this as well. This is a heavy snow. It's a very, very wet snow. The bottom, probably inch, is almost slush because it was raining for a good, oh boy, 8 hours before it started snowing. Maybe 6-8 hours, somewhere in there. So this is going to be heavy, so it's going to be really rough on this. It is also a good 5 or 6 inches deep. So we got really wet snow, heavy, slushy bottom. It's going to put this thing really to the test. Let's find out. Oh, hopefully I'll get more of that video. Okay, that works a lot better than I thought. Way better than I thought I was going to do it. So the cool thing is this has electric sheet control. Right? Has the light on the side if you want to use that. And I guess that's, yep, there's just a switch here for the light on the side. And then to start it, you have to have this button, you push a button on the side. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get this driveway cleared off, at least for my wife, maybe that side of the driveway. Because I usually put that side that way, that side that way. And so, yeah, we'll speed this part up. It is an extremely heavy snow, really wet, and I'm really impressed by this thing. that's the end of the 4 amp hour battery. It's a little over half of what I got to do. But this stuff is heavy. Heavy. It did clog the chute probably 3 or 4 times. It just, because it's snowballed up. But that down towards the end of the driveway, it is really wet. So I'll have to charge it up and keep going. After I finished recording, I put the camera away and I went back out and I tried starting it. And it actually started back up. I got basically a little bit more of the driveway toward the end before it stopped again. May have been because it's getting too warm, like the battery's getting too warm or something. But at the same time, it wasn't on the last dot. So yeah, either way, I have it charging. Alright, so we got another snowfall. This one only like 1.5 inches or so. But this one's a powdery snow, so it's been a few weeks since that first snowfall. But it's doing really good with powder. And this real light snowfall, this is exactly what this stuff is made for. It did pretty good with that heavy stuff, but better than I anticipated. But this is much better. Okay, here she is. After snow blowing my entire driveway, which is a pretty big, kind of 2.5 cars because I have another vehicle there. Did my entire sidewalk and my neighbor's sidewalk. So all the way down past the next house. Did my approach, did my sidewalk here, and going here around the vehicle. I went down around the back of my house, did my entire driveway that wraps around the back of my house, did my entire back of my house back by my camper trailer, which is getting really dark back here, I understand. And there's the security camera. Did all of that, and the battery is still not dead. So, what can I say about it? If it's not wet snow and it's not too crazy, in the amounts, the thing lasts a long time on one battery. Super impressed by it. I charged it up at the last time we had the snow, that heavy snow, which was like a few weeks ago. I had let the battery sit in it the whole time, so I haven't really, obviously if there was any battery drain, it would be what it is. I'm super impressed. So I wanted to finish this video up. It's actually been kind of over a month in the making. So I got that, the snowblower from I bought it from Amazon at a really good price, to be honest, and used it on that heavy snow. It blew my mind on the heavy snow, and then on the light snow, it really blew my mind on the light snow. It is fantastic in almost every way. Now, one thing is, I can't say the build quality is fantastic on it. It isn't. It's built decently, but I mean, right out of the box, I knew, we'll watch this. But then it kind of really took me by surprise at how well it actually worked. Fast forward a little bit longer, the next snowfall after the last snowfall I videoed, I planned on getting kind of my final cut video for my review. And I did one pass around the back of my house, and it stopped working. And it just went dead. I mean, I just had started. It was my very first pass. It just went dead. So I took the battery, put it on the charger. It was basically still full. But if you took the battery off the charger, the battery testing light didn't work on the battery. There's actually a little light on it, and it didn't do anything on the snowblower either. So in the end, looking it up, there is a fuse in the battery, inside the battery, that you can't get to unless you open the battery and technically void the warranty of it. Well, I was in the return policy of the snowblower, so I sent it back. I really like the snowblower, but Snow Joe, you really gotta work on that. The fuse, that killed it for me. I have a lot of really good things to say about this, but in the end, it left a bad taste in my mouth just because of the fact that I blew the fuse and it killed it, essentially. Now, I watched a video on YouTube I'll put the link down below to that video, so whoever made that, I can't remember, but it'll be in the video, in the description down below. That, he actually took the battery apart so you could actually see the fuse, and it's obvious that's exactly what happened to my battery. So I don't know if I hit something that overpowered it or overdrew the battery and it killed the fuse, or blew the fuse on it. But obviously, without, if I had not been in return policy, I would have just tore the battery open and replaced the fuse. But within the return policy, I just sent her back. Now I am considering getting another one. Either, I don't know about that specific model, but I'm actually more thinking of a different brand to try out. That way, if nothing else, I have something to compare it to. I can't find anything near the price point I paid for it, but I'm thinking in the future I will do more. So let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think. If you know somebody that has a Snow Joe, I know somebody that has the electric shovel, and that thing throws snow really good too. I'm very impressed by this. The one downside, obviously, in my opinion, is that fuse in the battery. Now, there are third-party operators that make batteries for this unit, and maybe that'd be a little bit different. Obviously, if you don't have a huge allotment of coverage that you have to plow, this snowblower is going to be work great. So mostly good review. At the end, a little bit of sour taste in the mouth. So thank you for watching the video. I'll be back with more videos here this year. So yeah, enjoy the snow while it lasts. We'll see you soon.